Morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story today: if you are an e-scooter or bike user, please note there is a crackdown on both of those things.
You better watch out. And the world's most popular names are in.
We're talking about the reusable bottles that are melting. Is it an internet trend or is it actually happening?
And then we're going live with the TikTok sensation Ado Amar telling us the ABCs of going viral.
Yeah, speaking of TikTok trends, we have a creator of trends at 850. He's racking up millions of views. Like so many content creators, he's moved to Dubai. We want to know how he's actually doing it. Is he making a business from it? And how he's going viral? That is a question on all of our lips. But before we get to all of that, a little bit of a personal topic for me, for you, probably everyone in the room right now, if we are honest about it. Are we going to be honest on the show today?
1000%.
We're going to go deep.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
100%.
Let's start with you. So today we're talking, Shahir, do you have any breakup behavior that you are not that proud of? So like difficult relationship, you end it. Have you ever done something that you might question later?
Of course not. Of course not. I go for the good old stalkeroo, you know, but that's about it. But when you go for the stalkeroo, guess what you find? And this is one thing I really, really cannot stand.
It's like when you do a deep dive on Instagram, you find stuff that you don't want to see.
Not even a deep dive. You go see tweets from 24 hours before and they're subtweeting you or sub-Xing you.
What does that even mean?
Like a subtweet when, let's say I'm talking about you and it's clear I'm talking about you, but I'm not saying your name or adding you. You know, you get it?
Like when people put emotionally charged quotes on Instagram, like, I see you, but I don't want to see you.
Literally,
you know,
I'm better than I was yesterday.
Better than I was yesterday.
I'm stronger without you. That was going to be my second point. I cannot stand those. Like any subliminal messaging that's clearly directed to someone, but isn't made obvious, but it's clearly obvious, that gets me.
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching on Instagram, the question we're asking is, have you ever been through breakup behavior that you're not that proud of? So it actually came from a Vice article. We read something that someone chopped their bangs.
Oh my God.
Because you're doing a new you thing.
Yeah.
So some people will put like, they'll make a new profile photo.
Yeah.
And they'll post lots of photos of them having the best time, and maybe you're not having the best time. I think a lot of us are guilty of that. Like that is what social media is for. Not what it's for, but what people will use it for in that type of personal context is like, okay, I've been dumped or I have dumped, and I want to make sure that whoever's not in my life anymore thinks that I'm living an amazing life.
My best life. I think a breakup haircut is very common. We all go for it. Like you want the change. You want to say, I'm not the same me anymore.
I'm different now.
But like all these like
these
small...
2 inches gone.
Literally, like I'm a new person. I'm reborn.
Yeah.
But you didn't answer the question. What are your traits?
Embarrassing breakup behavior. I think, like same as you, deep dive on social media. But I think if people actually knew the extent of the deep diving, and I hope we're all guilty of this.
No. But why is it a deep dive? You know, why are you going so far back?
Because you go into like, you know, their sister's cousin, you know, and then you're like you're at a party 3 years ago that you were not invited to, and you're like connecting dots, and you're thinking, you know, that
all makes sense.
It all makes sense now. Yeah, I think just mainly so, like I've never done a drive-by, even though I know friends who've done late night drive-bys at houses being like, hey, are you awake? Like, I need to see you.
Creepy. Like questionable. I think you should out them. Who are these friends? No, I think that's taking a step too far. Like showing up at someone's place unannounced, I cannot stand. Like in my personal time? You want to come to me in my personal time.
But it was the person you were going out with.
Yep. I can't.
Okay. Sorry. Asmir, we're reading your comments. I break up with her because her ex smell was intense. That is something we've never read on the show this morning. Wow. Thank you for the honesty. I think we held back, but you brought it, so we appreciate that. Let's jump into our top stories today. A crackdown on e-scooters and bikes. So you waking up, we might think we're working hard, but Dubai Police General Traffic Department are working harder. In an announcement made on Twitter, police reported the seizure of nearly 9,000 e-scooters and bikes in the first half of this year for disregarding rules.
So 4,172 vehicles and motorcycles were also seized during the first half of this year for various reasons, including unauthorized car modifications, modifications to increase engine speed, and modifications to disturb other residences and inconvenience other road users.
So the team are clearly hard at work. There are deaths on the road. We this week just witnessed a tragedy that came 2 lives. So controlling traffic and enhancing public safety on the roads in order to achieve the strategic directions in reducing traffic accidents and basically reduce the death index per 100,000 population is the top police priority.
So if your bike is seized, it's confiscated for 30 days, and it might be seized for a number of reasons. You cannot be on the road with a speed limit of more than 60 kilometers per hour. You also can't be on jogging or running tracks. You can't carry another person unless there's a seat, and you must be wearing correct protective gear at all times.
So there you go. That's just a quick recap of the rules for e-scooters and bikes that you may not have been aware of. I do quite regularly see scooters on roads that they should not be on.
Yeah.
We go production city, sometimes is it Al Khail, and then near Springs, and there's scooters. There goes my geography. There's scooters on those roads that there's no tracks, and it can be quite dangerous, especially when sometimes you see them kind of veering on towards the main roads, and you're thinking,
hey buddy, that's not what this is about. Like it's super dangerous at the end of the day, because like obviously they're going at a certain speed, you're going at a certain speed at the same time, and like it's just the safety of it all. I feel like when you're on a motorcycle or a scooter, like you have like more leniency with the vehicle, so you think that you might be doing something that you can or you can get away with, but in all reality, like my uncle once said this to me, when you're in a car, there are 8 different probabilities that can impact anything that can happen, you know? There's 8 different angles that you should be aware of. And on a scooter or in a car, you're not necessarily aware of it. Like you might be looking front, behind, side, but there's more that goes into it. It's not just you might be the best driver in the world and think you can get away with something, but the driver in front of you or behind you might be the worst driver ever. And that's where the tricky situations come in.
Or the cyclists, and exactly, and there are basically consequences for not being aware of something. And in March, it was announced that there would be stricter penalties for road users and also bike users, e-scooter users, because, as we said before, they are trying to reduce the number of deaths on roads. Like at the end of the day, safety is most important. So they are being stricter with these rules, making sure that people are wearing protective gear and making sure that you're on the right roads that you're meant to be on. You can't have 2 people on a bike, and also kids below the age of 12 must be accompanied by someone over the age of 18. And if you disregard the rules, your bike will be confiscated for 30 days. Then there will also be fines, and then you'll get it back. And if you continue to do so, it will be taken from you.
Well said. Moving on to our second story. So, reusable bottles are melting in vehicles. Have you ever witnessed this?
Only through Lovin Dubai in the last couple of days.
Okay, so there are many items that should not be left in a vehicle, as they can get damaged from the heat or even cause damage themselves. Some of those items include lighters, cosmetics, canned food, arsenal spray, glasses, medication, batteries, water bottles, and especially water bottles, according to this one resident who noticed that they haven't been surviving the heat when they left the car overnight.
So specific. So we saw the photo, and it's quite shocking. You're thinking, can something really melt to that extent? You might be thinking reusable water bottles, which I think most people saw when they first saw the post, have really high melting points, and that is true. However, it depends on the type of the material. So in this situation, the resident left the bottle in the car overnight. Many pointed out in the comments that it looks like the bottle was cheaply made. Maybe it's not even plastic, maybe it's low quality, and therefore it cannot withstand such high temperatures. So this particular bottle was purchased from Day to Day, which is a dirham shop where items are typically more affordable, and it may not be made from the same type of plastic that with that high melting point that we mentioned. So some can withstand boiling water, however others cannot. So is this an trend? Are people going to be starting, buying these bottles on purpose to, oh, look how hot Dubai is, or is it a melting reality? It depends on the type of bottle.
It's a melting, painful reality. It's not just water bottles, right? It's an array of things. I once left my favorite pair of sunglasses in the car, melted. They fully melted. Like the sticks, one of them was like melted, fully melted.
Really?
Yeah, now I have one less pair of shades that I like.
I have so we shouldn't leave like aerosol sprays in the car, as we know. I tend to always have my makeup bag and I leave it in the car. And then have you ever tried, ladies, to put on, or men, have you ever tried to put on warm makeup? It's gross. So I tend not to do it. You're meant to keep it at cooler temperatures. But yeah, a lot of response on this one about the possibility of that actually happening, which is kind of wild.
It's insane, honestly. And just like the safety of it all, like deodorant sprays can explode, batteries can explode. Like the summer heat doesn't play in Dubai. Like it's these small things. I used to keep a deodorant bottle all the time in the car. And then I was like, wait, what am I doing? Like I didn't necessarily see it anyway, but it hit me. Like this can actually literally explode in my face. Yeah,
so lighters, aerosol cans, those are the top things to keep out of your car during the Dubai heat. It's just something that we have to contend with because we are so lucky to live here. Summer, something we deal with. Jumping in to our next story, the world's most popular names are in. So the world's most popular names have been revealed in the Global Names Index, and Mohammed once again ranked as the most popular name in the world.
So top names are Mohammed with 133,349,300, Maria with 61,134,552, Nushi with 55,898,624, Jose with nearly 30 million, Wei with 17 million, Ahmed with nearly 15 million, Yan with nearly 15 million, Ali with also nearly 15 million, John, David, and Casey. No, John and David with another 13 and 14 million.
Did Casey get added to that list as one of the world's most popular names? Who could have done that? So John and David there at the bottom of the top 10 list. 133 million people bear the name Muhammad, which has deep religious significance. It comes from the Arabic term, which means worthy of praise. And it continues to year on year rank as one of the most popular names. We posted this. You know what the big question was? How many Nushis do you know?
Honestly, I think I know 4. Like the Muhammad's obviously like you can't even count.
Maria, I know a lot. Maria. So Muhammad is number 1, Maria is number 2, and Nushi is number 3. So the top 3 most popular names in the world, according to this index, are Muhammad, Maria, and Nushi.
Yep. Muhammad. Each one of my mom's siblings.
Spelling's variation for Muhammad, of course.
For sure. But like they can't settle, huh? Each one of my mom's siblings has a child named Muhammad. How insane is that?
Like, so how do you do it in the family? How do you?
There's a Mo. If there's Zanzibar, it's like Mamedi. There's a Mehdi. There's a Hamoudi. Like there's always variations of the name. You know, like nicknames. I think that's the way forward. Or like the name and their dad's name.
So that makes sense. And then what about Maria? I know a lot of Marias. What about Nushi?
Like I want to say 4 or 5.
Ali, Baba in the back, do you know a lot of Nushis?
Nope.
No. No Nushi. I know one. Chris Fade's daughter is called Nushi.
Oh
Kiki.
Yeah.
And then the next names are Wei, Jose, Wei, Ahmed, Yan, Ali, John, David, and it's interesting. Yeah, these are traditional names to kind of different regions, right?
I'm just shocked that Ali's like down there.
Ali, you are number 8 in world's most popular name. He's loving it. He's celebrating. Of course you are.
And of course, David. David's always a good one. I
David,
feel like Nushi is such a cute name.
love the name Nushi.
Like-
I'm thinking I want to steal it.
Literally,
Great.
like,
Add it to the baby name list.
I feel like your child's gonna have a cuter personality if they're called Nushi.
Nushi's, yes, so true. Do you think names sometimes, like, so for example, my mom is called Loran.
Yes, fits the elegance of the name. Your mom's elegant, most elegant.
But could you imagine a baby called Loran?
Yeah, you like morph into your names eventually.
Loran is quite
was
like a mature name, I think.
Yeah, for
right?
sure, for sure. What was she called? Like, what was her nickname?
I don't think she had one.
Lori.
No, I don't think so. It was
Okay.
Loran. She grew up in a different time.
There is the whole different time of it all, but she does, like, her name fits who she is. Like, when I think Loran, I think elegance, and your mom embodies that.
And you are such a Shahir. You're such a Shahir.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Speaking of names, we're going to be joined very shortly by TikTok sensation Oda Amar on how to go viral. Stay tuned. He's going to be with us right after this very short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show with over 1 million followers on Instagram and 6.7 million on TikTok, 148 million likes. Our guest today has received unmatched social media recognition. Today, we're going to learn how he does it. Welcome to the show, Oda Amar. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
On this morning.
Guys.
Thank you for
Good,
being here.
perfect. I'm thinking I wake up, I just come, because I will think, oh, I have to go to interview,
Well, you've dressed the part. You look so dapper. Tell us about the jacket.
This jacket is not designer ski, but it's good.
It's
How to
beautiful.
say? Yeah, I will not thinking I will go to interview for this jacket.
Yeah.
I just wake up, I see this one, oh, I have to go. I just take it and come back,
Or you make a statement, you're kidding it. What more could you ask for? So, for a living, you are in front of luxury cars and you give a good danceroo.
Yes.
Are you living the dream?
This is how to say. I'm not living the dream. I want to show like I know the Dubai how is like the showing because I coming in Dubai. I just dancing before like around me cameras, my apparatus show picture me like. And coming in Dubai, I created trend on Instagram, on TikTok, and I show in background the luxury cars. Dubai is fully like this.
But you say you're a trend creator. Like, how do you create a trend? How do you go viral to the extent that you've done?
How I go to create the trend? Because 1 year before, me and my brother we go to outside and I listen to music and I say, listen, just make it the video. I will dance in the street. I just dance in the street and I post it. I wake up in the morning. I see this video going like 3 million views for the 16 hour. And I was thinking it's good, you know. Everyone after copy me, like showing how to dancing like me and tagging me. I was thinking, so I have to create a new. Every time, every month, I created like 2 trends, and this is trend going viral. Like now it's 2 million views, like 2 million videos, like copy me. Because it's everyone to see how I dance is copying, it's going viral.
Insane.
On TikTok, yes.
And now you have 148 likes on just your accounts.
Yeah, on TikTok.
How does that feel?
You're liked 148 million times. Imagine, could you deal?
Its feel is like how to say. I'm used.
Yeah.
First, I feel like perfect before, like amazing. I can't believe how I make it this likes. How many people watching me, like showing in the active for me, but now I'm used, like it's good. Every time I see, I'm thinking like this is my goal, you know, like I do it this one.
So when you first started content, you were just taking videos in the streets. Now, when I look at your page, I see fancy cars, Dubai backdrop, like a real incredible setup. How did you jump from one to the other?
Because it's not easy, I know that. It's social media, everyone thinking like make it the video, just post it and that's it, you know. No. Every time like guys, if you believe me, like I created before the content, so I making the music, like trend, moving dance, like clothes, shoes, fully, you know, like the same car, same like location, to show in background is which time, fully we're making before. And we're going to like 3-4 people, we're making the video. Because now I watching the content and now I making like professionality. Before I just make it I just fixed phone and dancing and that's it. But now we going to places, we plan it about everything and we make it the video. That's why we get a lot of views, a lot of virals like this.
With the attention to detail, like you think about timing, like how to source a car, the transitions, the dancing, like how much time does it take to plan one video?
And how many people?
Oh, how many people? Like with me, like 3-4 people. Like one guy like shooting me like pictures, one guy like shooting me video, one like helping me like change the clothes, shoes, you know, suits, something like this. But how many times take it this fully organized? Like we started, for example, we have a plan shooting next week. So we started before the week, like everything. Like talking to people, what we do, what idea, what is viral now, which music good, you know. I have to like to learn new dance, to create new dance. So something like this take time.
It's so interesting to get kind of the behind the scenes of your videos because all we see is, you know, cool dance moves, cool transitions. But it's a full-time job, right? And usually when I look at content creators, I see like #ad, #sponsored. Like, are you working with collaborations within these videos, or how do you kind of do this as a full-time job?
I don't see the like job because I love this. I feel this. This is because I started dance is in where I burn like child, you know. I start the child, but I don't go no schools, no dance schools. I not learn the dancing, but I'm creating. I coming to for this content and I not feel the job. I feel like I'm relaxing. I feel like I have to give the emotion for the people, something like this.
But then do like say for example like the fancy cars that you have in the back, are they collaborations or how do you make money from your content?
It's half and a half because it's something like collaboration, something we do it for the advancing because we show the cars, we show the like background is something places, it's suits, something brand, it's I promote the music like a very very like viral celebrities who is singing. It's now like in TikTok so much how to say, I created for the very good, very famous celebrities.
Wow.
Yeah, to make music viral on TikTok.
Really?
Yes, because
Genius.
for example, if I create dance for the music, yeah, so this going to viral, everyone to see like how I dance, is how fully organized, like everyone like it and copy.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's copy and coming like plus, bam bam every time. You see one time it's 100,000 like people copy you, you amazing, like you watching is you can't stop, because too much people, every country like copy you. This is amazing for me. Yeah.
So how do you make the content go viral? Because it's one thing you can put all your heart and soul into something, but it doesn't work.
So Shahir and I, if we copy you, how do we go viral?
For example, yeah, I think it's like how to say, you have to feel you have to feel like audience. You have to feel who is watching you. You have to feel like what are you doing. So if you know what are you doing, like everyone to know about you after. Because if you don't know what are you doing, so it's not going viral. Because I know what I'm doing, where I have to dance like so much, how to say, energy, showing my emotion, everyone feel that. Everyone feel how I dance, how I feel this music. That's why so much people like liking, commenting, something like this.
Are you? Do you have an interaction with your audience? Because you have so many people all over the world look at your content, they copy your moves. Do you kind of chat with them, or do you like give them dance tips?
Yeah, because every month I created new trend on TikTok. Everyone to see, everyone know. Like I will post it like new trend after 1 month because everyone like I think is waiting because I know. Yeah, because when I post it, it's people copy me to dance. I feel like so amazing after when I see. So it's something like this.
So interesting.
Do you get recognized in the streets of Dubai? Like, because crazy thing happened. I was talking to you yesterday, just like prepping for today.
Yeah.
And I went on Instagram and I saw a video of you on this page, like luxury cars Dubai or something like that. And I was like, what a good, like, what are the chances, But when you go out on the street and you're just like minding your own business, doing your own thing, do people come up to you and recognize you?
Yeah, before I never think so. I will be like make a content like this. I will live in Dubai, because now it's Dubai, my second home. I use here, I like it here, like everything. So much you feel safely, like you go outside or street, you relax it, you don't care about like what happened, You just live here and calm down, like be quiet. I feel here is be quiet, like so much relaxing. So here I created so many trend in Dubai, in Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, so many views. It's very good, Everyone to see in Dubai because I presentation like my second home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when you go to like Dubai Mall, has anyone ever come up to you and gone like, "Oh my God, I know you"?
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, it's good for me now. Everyone see like it. I think it's good.
If social media shut down tomorrow, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, what do you think you would do?
I will just continue like simple life how we lived before, something like this. It's open the new business because in Dubai, like you have so many chance, so many like how to say, open the doors for you. You can make it everything what you think because here it's so many free, so much free.
Land of
We
opportunity.
feel the same.
Yes.
I have one last question for you. Can you tell us what it is about content today that works the best? You know, you have like the dances, you have the cars. For you, you're staying the same, right? And you have all these trends coming in. But what is it about your content specifically, or content that can attract people and have it stay prominently successful?
So you wanna be like successful, like doing social media on TikTok,
Tell us
right?
your secret, basically.
Yeah. For
Help
example,
us quit our jobs.
yeah, for example, I take it example. My content about dance, like cars to music, you know. Who is interesting for that? It's TikTok algorithm show who is interesting for music, for cars, for dancing, you know.
Okay.
So you just your content showing who is interesting for that content.
Okay.
So if you want to go viral, you have to like on TikTok, like very important seconds, like 3 seconds on your video.
First 3 seconds.
Yes, first 3 seconds. If you are not interesting for first 3 seconds, it's trust me, you're not going viral. That video like just going to like 1,000 views or something like this. That's it.
So it's finding your niche and having the hook
Yeah.
immediately.
You have to find your niche. You have to know what you want to show the people and what you want to do about the content. And you have to create like interesting content. It's not just oh guys like this, you know. It's no one interested, get bothered about that.
Yeah.
Everyone to see like in the first 3 seconds, like how to say emotion, reaction, something, energy. You have to show the viral video first 3 seconds. If you fix these 3 seconds, it's trust me, it's first showing for 10 people, algorithms for 10 people. If 10 people interesting, to show 100 people. 100 people interesting, showing 1,000 or 10,000, like million, something like this.
These are the rules. So interesting, because when people see social media, I don't think they understand really the work that goes behind it. So thank you for sharing that with us today.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting.
Of course, Oda Omar, what a blast it was to chat to you. We really appreciate your time this morning, and we cannot wait to see the more videos that you're going to go viral and showing our amazing city looking so great.
Yes, always, you know, I created now a new trend. It's very soon coming.
Can you show us outside?
Now?
After the show,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to see Shahir and I embarrass ourselves, look at our TikTok a little bit later today. Guys, that is all we have time for on the Lovin Dubai show this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
Bye-bye.